up, everybody? It is Friday, thank goodness. Where I'm at, it is a hot day today. It is like, forget about spring has sprung. Summer has sprung. I don't know what else to say, but yes, it is a beautiful day out. Just got back from a nice walk outside, try to get my steps in for the day, and summer is definitely here, and it's definitely time to get my stuff in the ground. And so now I'm really banking on my aeroponic setup to do its thing and expedite the process of my flower starts. That way I can get the ground. I'd love to do it this weekend, but I don't know if I'll have the time because I do need to harden the plants off first. They've been in this environment since they sprouted. And so that is definitely something I'm going to have to get them adjusted to and acclimated to. And I'm also going to have to transfer them to soil first before even hardening them off. So there are a few things we're going to be doing, especially on this weekend's lives. Probably going to get my cell trays ready with the seed starting soil, and we are going to transfer the zinnia seedlings that we've been transplanting on our lives for the weeks. We're going to be transferring them to the cell trays. What's up, G4T? Thank you for joining. What's up, David? Happy Friday, you guys. It's, I don't know where you guys are at, but where I'm at, we got a nice long end coming up, so I am looking forward to it. I'm here listening, but painting. Oh, what are you painting? Are you painting an interior of a space, or are you painting a painting? Are you an artist? So yeah, I'm just, I was just looking over the stuff in my garden and to see what's going on. Yesterday, I had kind of a hectic day that I didn't really get a chance to check on things and see where everything's at. And, you know, today I make it a point to try to connect with my garden. And some days I just get too busy. And so the following day, when I get into the garden, I notice all these things that have changed and grown. And it's always exciting if you just pay attention. So that's one of the things actually that this garden has really taught me, is practicing mindfulness. Every morning I try to, you know, take 20 minutes, come in here, walk around, just really good look at everything. Making sure the nozzles are properly watered and all that fun stuff. As I'm talking about that, I just realized I didn't pollinate my cucumbers yet. I should have pollinated them early in the morning, but I didn't. So I might grab my toothbrush and do that right now, if I can find it. Where did I leave it? I swear I put it somewhere. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. Again, where I'm at, it's a beautiful day. Sorry guys, bear with me a sec. Just looking for the good old toothbrush. Got it. Alright, so this is how I hand pollinate my cucumbers. You're supposed to do it in early hours of the day. That is when, I guess, I don't know if it's like the flower's the most ripe and ready to be pollinated, but okay, we're gonna do it now, and hopefully it doesn't mess us up. Flip you guys around before I do that and just show you where the cucumbers are at. We're gonna pollinate them, and then we'll do a walk around the garden, and I'll show you what's new, because I got a lot of exciting stuff that's new today. And if we've got time, I'll do the lettuce harvest, because that's what I plan on having for dinner tonight. All right, so I'm gonna flip you guys and show you the cukes. So here we go. We had some spotting on the bottom leaves because I was trying to get all my nutrient levels right, but everything that's new and coming in is looking better. We got a lot of flowers opening up, and that's because, I believe it's because I've been staying on top of pollinating. The more you hand pollinate, it encourages the growth of female flowers, which is what we want. Right now we only have male flowers. If you guys have been watching my lives, I've explained. Male flower is a flower that just has a regular stalk at the base, and female flower actually has cucumber growing out of the base. So in order to encourage growth of those female flowers, we want to pollinate. Now, again, the best time to do it is early in the morning but unfortunately I missed the boat on that one. So we're gonna do it right now. I'm gonna flip you around and show you. I put it on the lowest setting, and I'm gonna try to let the battery kind of drain out just so that I don't destroy these flowers, you know. You could use a regular toothbrush or a paintbrush. I've tried both, but for some reason the electric toothbrush might be the best way to go. Oh, lost a flower. All right, just go gently. The goal is to transfer pollen from one flower to the other. What's up, Daily Natural Life? Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday, you guys. We love a weekend here. So just getting ready to transfer some of these plants in the tent outside. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. And also one thing to note is if you do grow cucumbers indoors, stay on top of cleaning your flowers. They dry up, they fall off, and they actually smell, and they kind of stick to everything. So yeah, we pollinated our cucumber a little bit later than it should have been done, but better late than never, right guys? Always learning life lessons in the garden. All right, so I'm gonna take you for a little walk around. I'm gonna show you guys what's new today. We've got some exciting stuff that's new. I'll start off with the the seedlings. I am off track today. I forgot to turn on my seedling lights. Normally I have them set on a timer, but these are new Bluetooth plugs I've been using, so I haven't had the chance to set up the timer. But for the seedlings, unfortunately, normally I do 12 hours on, 12 hours off of light a day. However, since these seedlings are in the growth with everything else, I think it's best if I keep them on the same lighting schedule as everything else, since they're sharing a space. So I'm just checking my seedlings here. Nothing's really sprouted. I've got some of these things dried up here. It's tough staying on top of it, you guys. It's when you've got so much. We have some flowers here that sprouted, some more of them. And then these are the beans or the sugar snap peas that we tried to germinate. These guys are from the 90s, you guys. They're 40 years old, and we're trying to get them to sprout. So we tried several different methods, and some of the seeds sank, some of the seeds floated, and so the ones that floated were segregating from the ones that sunk, because maybe they have a different viability. We'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out next week when either they start to mold or they just don't sprout. All right, so here is the beautiful orange tower. We've got some young romaine lettuce growing, as you guys know. I don't know if you guys remember, I showed you guys this plant yesterday, and since yesterday, it's definitely like doubled in size. It's getting so large, and we got new leaves unfurling every day. So that's our parsley. We got our younger parsley here that yesterday I actually outlined that it was at a different growth stage, but today it seems to be taking off. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And then some of these things that I planted, I don't really know what they are. I forgot to label them, but we'll find out. Our strawberry seems to be taking off since I told you guys that I was having challenges. And we've got a bunch of other stuff growing. All our flowers are doing well, and we're gonna try to get them in some soil on one of our lives this weekend. I'll take you over here this way. So you guys have seen the tower. We're gonna harvest some lettuce from that later on today's live. And I've got some bell pepper plants that are actually starting to flower, which is really exciting. I'm so excited. So there we got the flowers. Those are gonna produce fruit soon. I've been pinching off the flowers a lot in hopes of better yield and larger fruit within the yield. And even the flower buds themselves look larger than previous grows. So I don't know if that means anything, but we will see. It's fun to Walmart, like literally 10 minutes before I got on this live. I had to grab a couple things, and I saw the bell peppers in one of the bunkers, and the bell peppers were massive. I'm not even kidding. It was like larger than this glass of water, like the size of my face, maybe even bigger. And you guys, if you see bell peppers like that at the store, don't get too excited. Oh my God, they're huge and they look so good. Just avoid because chances are, if your peppers are that big, they're genetic modified, or they've got something weird going on with them, but they're definitely not organic, and it's definitely not natural. If I show you guys the bell peppers that I was growing last year, definitely a smaller size, which is something I've been trying to do, is get them to a larger size, but stay away from non-organic or non-GMO if you can. I know it can be challenging, but at least non-GMO. It does add up. Things can get expensive, but it's for your health and well-being, and it might be worth the added expense. Anyways, that being said, we are growing our own peppers, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, less Wally World for sure. All right, so here's our zinnia. It's gonna bloom any day now, you guys. Every day I'm watching it. Don't know what variety, don't know what color. It's gonna be a wonderful surprise. Just check out the roots here. Oh wow, guys, look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Real good. And then all our flower starts here. And then the exciting thing that I wanted to show you guys, I showed you guys last night if you joined the live. I'm gonna try to focus on it. It's hard because it's so small, you guys. But we do have our first tomatoes growing. First cherry tomatoes, almost ready to go. Well, they're not almost ready to go. I'm just getting overly excited. So too bad I don't have the tomatoes and everything else ready, and I can actually make a full-out salad and have my lunch with you guys. That would be super, super cool. I'll try to show you another plant with tomatoes slowly growing. I don't know if I can. I'll try to find one that's closer or easier to see. All right, well, this is a really baby tomato. It's really hard to see, but it is in there. So the flower falls off and then the fruit starts producing, but it's difficult to focus on this camera for some reason on my phone when I'm on a live. But anyways, maybe if I flip the camera, I show you from this angle. There we go. Tomatoes, you guys, tomatoes. You guys saw it here first. I'm so excited. It's such an exciting update for me. Anyways, so that is what is new in the garden. Everything else hopefully will start producing fruit soon. I know it's going to take time. I'm going to have to actually figure out what I'm doing with these tomatoes and raise the lights, because they are getting too high and I don't want them to get any higher than this. So we might actually do a bit of pruning too, kind of all over the place as to what needs to get done today. There's just a lot. And I don't know, it's that Friday feeling where you don't really feel like doing anything, you know, even though being in the garden is fun and doing these chores is fun. Sometimes you just want to relax, you know, and it's been a long week, lots going on. Just been trying to perfect my website, trying to get things going. We've got some exciting towers coming down the pipeline that you guys are going to love to see. And just been exploring this morning. I got a package from Symbis. They are a nutrients brand. They supposedly have really great quality fertilizers. Everything's organic and natural. So I've been trying to understand how I'm going to use it in aeroponic application, because it is, even though it is water soluble, I'll probably need some kind of cheesecloth or something to be able to prevent the pumps getting clogged from from the fertilizer. So we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna go through each bag with you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys the ingredients, what's in it, and if you guys have any tips or tricks for me, feel free to share in the comments. I was doing something when you were pollinating, but the male flower need to pollinate the female flowers. Yes, that's correct. So the male flowers are just the regular flowers that are growing, and the female are actually a flower but with a cucumber growing out of the base. So you see a little cucumber growing, and then you see a flower growing from that cucumber. Those are your female flowers. So the male to female ratio is usually quite high, and so that's the challenge, right? Is you need to be able to produce fruit, and so in order to get fruit you want female flowers. So pollinating the male ones is going to encourage growth of new flowers, and hopefully some of those will be female and we can finally get some fruit. I wonder if there's anything that you can do to your nutrients to try to push or force female flowers to produce. I'm sure it has something to do with I don't know, maybe the nutrient levels or the chemistry, but I'm sure there's something to it. Les says the males usually come out first. That's true. Yes, I know that. Every time I've grown cucumbers, it's always male flowers, and I rarely get female flowers. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to be as patient as possible, but I can't wait, you guys. I've already got tomatoes, so in a couple weeks, we'll probably see them start to ripen. I can't wait because they were tricolor cherry tomatoes that I got from the grocery store, non-GMO, organic, and I actually just harvested, I harvested the seeds and then I germinated them, and here we are. These are store-bought organic cherry tomatoes that were greenhouse grown, non-GMO, product of Canada, and so we're gonna try to just keep on growing. So delicious. They're the super baby cherry tomatoes, and they're the tricolor ones, so they've got that deep brownish red, the bright red, and then the yellow. Which fertilizers should I use to prevent insects? Well, have a balanced nutrient regimen for your plants. It does help them, it does help improve their vigor, which does help prevent pests and diseases. But in terms of pests or diseases for your plants, you're not going to necessarily be looking for a fertilizer. You're going to be looking for a pesticide or an insecticide, and depending on what you're trying to achieve with your garden. So for me, I try to use more natural products because I am growing food, trying to grow it as clean as possible, as organic as possible. And so I've picked up a couple of products that I can actually show you, one of which I used when I had I tried it when I had thrips, but the thrips were way too far gone. But it works for powdery mildew as well. It's called Pure Crop One. It's soybean oil and corn oil is the base, and it's got some stabilizers in there. But it's really, really, it's more on the natural side of plant wash, pesticide, insecticide. And then another one that comes super highly recommended that I haven't tried yet, but I will try it one of these days on a is Lost Coast Plant Protector. This is supposed to be the go-to for when you have pests or diseases with your plants. You just give it a foliar spray. I don't know how often, but you just mix it in with some water, spray it for about a week, and you should be good to go. So here, same thing, soybean oil. There's no corn oil here, but there's soybean oil. So the thing is, like, if you really want to get a nitty gritty, the soybean or the corn oil, those are GMO. I doubt that they're non-GMO. So if you're really getting into it, I probably would look for something more natural for me. But sometimes you don't want to waste your whole grow. And if you've got PM, something like this will come to the rescue, and it's really, really going to save your life and save your garden, and your plants will be happy. Especially if you're growing cannabis, or if you're growing flowers, things that you need to consume. Use whatever you want, but just be mindful that spraying pesticides or insecticides can harm pollinators. And as we know, those guys are super important, because if I had some in here, I wouldn't be sitting here hand pollinating every morning. So want to make sure to protect those guys too, which is why on my outdoor flower garden, I actually don't use anything. I don't use any fertilizer. Well, I use fertilizer. I'm going to be using this Simbis stuff actually, but I try not to use any sprays. I have a neighbor's tree that's kind of like leaning over my fence, kind of onto my flower garden, and that tree every year has the Japanese beetles, and if you know, you know, those guys are brutal and they just eat all your leaves and they just don't go away. So this is the kind of stuff that's good for them, and I guarantee Lost Coast Plant Protector will be as well. So you guys should go check that out. Try both of them out. Let me know when you like better. I'm definitely curious. I don't even know how similar they are, but they're both insecticide and fungicide. Cool. So yeah, great products. We're gonna try the Lost Coast together on sometime soon. It'll probably have to be on a night because we are not gonna spray with the lights on, of course. Don't wanna burn our plants. So yeah, I got a fun package from Simbis Organics. They are I just posted a short about it today if you guys saw. They are a woman-owned organic nutrients brand. They're located in California, and they've got some really great products that kind of caught my eye on the topic of keeping things more natural and organic. I've got here, I looked at the ingredients and the products actually look pretty good. So we've got a series of different products that they sent over. First off, we're gonna go over the Grow. So I guess this is what I would use, the 611 Grow. This is probably what I'd use instead of the General Hydroponics 7410. What I'd like to do when I'm finished with this run, I am going to this bucket system. We're going to germinate seeds, and we're actually going to do 2 of the exact same bucket systems. We're going to plant the same stuff. We're going to do the same steps, except one is going to have the GH fertilizer, and the other one is going to have the Simbis Organics. And I'm curious to see which one will make my plants happier and which one will take off. What do you guys think? Have you ever tried organic fertilizers in an aero or hydroponic application? I'm curious. I've heard that you can get a lot of debris in your stuff, so I'm not sure if it is effective for my particular systems, but we're all about trying everything here. I want to try it all, and then if you guys come to me with questions, I can answer it and say, hey, you shouldn't use organics in your system, it'll clog it up, or you absolutely should, and it's worth the extra cleanup. We will find out. So yeah, for the 611 Grow, it's got blood meal, which I don't know what that is. I think it's just like blood from maybe different animals. Bone meal, glacial rock dust, worm casting, potassium sulfate, kelp meal, which means it's probably going to smell, and ferrous sulfate and calcium carbonate. So yeah, you can either use this for a root drench for your soil or as a foliar spray. You just dilute it in water. We'll have to figure out proper measurements. So that's the Grow one. And then we got a transition one. So this is kind of what we were talking about yesterday. What's up, Finding Keepers? Yesterday we were chatting about how can I use the bloom fertilizer to kind of force my plants to start flowering. So it's possible that this is exactly what this is meant to do. This is a transitional fertilizer for when you're between the bloom and the grow. And so it'll be interesting to see how this does and if it helps our plants transition gradually. So this one has chicken manure, bone meal, potassium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, glacial rock dust, kelp extract, so another smelly one, and ferrous sulfate. So that should be pretty cool. Got to make sure you have enzymes running organics and hydro when running organics and hydro. Oh, I did not know that. What kind of enzymes? Do you have any recommendations? And why? I didn't know that. I'm gonna definitely have to do some research before I actually start using this and implementing it, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never tried like a powdered organic fertilizer before. Might start off by using it in my outdoor garden just to get familiar, and then bring it in here once I feel comfortable using it. This one here is the Bloom 0110. Cool. So yeah, this is the Bloom for when your plants start to flower. And it's got bone meal, ferrous sulfate, magnesium sulfate, and then a non-plant food ingredient is cane sugar. So I've heard of a lot of people actually put cane sugar in their reservoirs, aside from their nutrients. I think it's a common thing people do to sweeten up their yield. If you got peppers or tomatoes, I don't know if it was less. One of you guys were telling me that you use black strap molasses in your reservoir, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, even in the tent today, it's hot. It's humid in here too. I've used black strap. Yeah, so I don't know how you, I'm sure you use it for soil gardening. I don't know if you use it for hydro or aero, but yes, it is very interesting, very cool. And then I have the CalMag. This is same as the Cali Magic, just different levels. And this one has meal, calcium carbonate, and magnesium sulfate. So this one is great just to support the overall plant's health. What's up, Vincent? It's thundering and raining here in Philadelphia. How's the weather? Well, it came from here and went to you because all night it was thundering like crazy. And now we have a beautiful summer day. I just got back from a walk. I try to get 10,000 steps in every day, but today it was hot. And so I'm realizing that I'm super behind with my outdoor garden because the weather's like it's here. And so now's the time to plant my stuff, so I better get on it. You have to have microbes to break it down. That is so fascinating. I did not know that. So what I'm going to do is tonight, I'm going to do my research about that, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow. This, I have no idea what this is. I grabbed it because it's part of their whole lineup, so what the heck, we're going to try it. Again, you don't know if you don't try, and I'm not going to be intimidated by these fertilizers. I'm just going to try it all. So this is a tea formula. It's derived from worm stings, kelp, hydrolyzed soy protein, magnesium sulfate, and chicken manure. I'm not really sure what this is good for. It's got a lot of good stuff that supports plants' health and strength. So I'll be interested to do a bit more research on this. But if you guys have ever used a tea formula for your hydro or aeroponic applications, or even soil, what is it? Let me know. I'm curious. I'm interested to find out. Probably should have done my research before hopping live and talking about it, but that's what you guys are for. Primo Marino. This is wild Pacific Ocean fish. So I've been wanting to try something like this. I know that kelp fertilizers, yes, Finding Keepers, absolutely it's water soluble. I'm just not really sure if I'm gonna need like a tea bag or a cheesecloth or something to mix it into the reservoir. I'm not sure how I'm going to apply it yet, but this stuff is supposed to be awesome. So I've been looking into like kelp or like phytoplankton fertilizers. I hear they're supposed to be really great for your plants. So this is similar to that. So this is from fish powder. They actually they get the fish powder from sardines. And yeah, I'm really interested. It's 100% natural nitrogen fertilizer. So I'll be interested to see how that works and how I'm going to apply it in my system. Vincent says you should look into crop salt and powdered nutrients throughout the whole world. There is no need for CalMag. It has everything in one 2-part lineup. Oh, cool. Good to know. I make teas to feed the microbes. Oh, okay. Well, see, I feel like I'm stepping into a whole new world now of learning, or a whole new learning curve. So let me get this. In order to apply these, I need microbes, and then to feed the microbes, I need the tea. If that's right, you guys let me know. Drop it in the comments. But I'm gonna do my research, and we're gonna get started by using this in my outdoor garden. It'll be cool to see if the flowers benefit from it, and then we'll get it in here and see how things go. We're gonna compare it, so I'll set up both bucket systems with the same types on my next run. I still got a ways to go before that time comes, and I'll still have some time to learn it. What's up, Krogan? Thanks for joining. All right, and then we got a really cool shirt for guys. Even though I don't grow cannabis yet, I'm sure you guys can appreciate this. Respect the terps. So that's pretty cool. Nice little shirt. Perfect for my gardening days. So yeah, and then I'm gonna unbox my new pruning scissors. I haven't had a chance to take at them, but I'm really, really excited. I've heard good things. I know they're just scissors, but you know you're getting old when you get excited about scissors. What's up, Carolina? Cheers. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has the best weekend. I don't know if it's a long weekend where you guys are at, but it certainly is where I am. And I plan on spending it outside with my plants, getting them into the soil. I've got some dahlia tubers that I'm going to be planting. And this is going to be my second summer having the outdoor flower garden. Guys, prior to this, believe it or not, I've never even really gardened. So I'm quite impressed with myself. Everything is looking really, really good. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to grab my seedling trays per usual, just to see if there's anything that needs to be transferred. G4T says, I run living soil, so my microbes do all the work as far as making my nutrients available for the plants. Oh, that's really interesting. Yes, I guess you have to have the proper environment for your nutrients to be available for plants to uptake it. That is something I'm still trying to learn and wrap my head around, but all this stuff is quite the learning curve, guys. It definitely is. So we are going to head over to the seedling station, and I'm just going to grab, we're going to take a look at these here, see if anything has happened overnight. Going to give them a little spray. These are the sugar snap peas that we tried to germinate yesterday. I'll just flip you guys around and take you for a quick look, see if anything good has happened overnight, which I honestly doubt it. Too soon, but the last time I did this, they molded overnight. So anything that's molded, we're just going to take it out. So we did an experiment yesterday. For those of you that just joined, 40-year-old sugar snap pea seeds. We're trying to get them to germinate. We soaked them for 24 hours in hydrogen peroxide and distilled water. Some of them sank, some of them floated. This side of the tray are the ones that sunk, and these ones are the ones that floated. Apparently the seeds that sink are more viable, and so I'm just interested to see if any of these, if there's been any progression, but nothing yet. Doesn't look like there's any mold in the ones that are in the sponges. Just giving them a little spritz. And then just pop this open here. You're not really supposed to, you should just leave it, but I'm curious. Plus, maybe giving it a little bit of oxygen will be good. So yeah, I'm just making sure the sponges are saturated so that if these are viable, they will germinate. So that'll be cool to see, you guys. Yeah, and then after this, if there's nothing to transfer, we're gonna harvest some lettuce. Gonna have a nice set for lunch today, you guys. All right, grab our flower starts, see if there's anything that we can transfer. I anticipate to have stuff actually starting to go next week, so we're definitely going to have more work to do in the garden, a lot of pruning and a lot of pinching. All right, so the parsley, still nothing, takes time. Again, probably shouldn't be opening this so many times. And then as you can see with the paper towel, it's challenging. For some reason, they're not germinating as quickly as the sponge. I don't know if you guys remember when we germinated them in black sponge earlier this week. They sprouted so quickly. And these ones are still not quite ready to be transferred. So we're just gonna leave those in there. And I'm gonna grab my last sprouting tray to see if there's anything else that's ready to go. So last night I did a live. If you guys joined, it was a lot of fun. Apologies for the beginning of the live. We tried to get ambitious and do it on both YouTube and Instagram, but unfortunately it didn't work out. We had a lot of feedback and issues with the sound, so we had to move on to just YouTube, but YouTube is where it's at. So had a lot of fun. Thanks to those of you that joined yesterday. It was a good time for sure. Chatted a lot about our courses and just about generally what's been going on, and always a good time. All right, so I'm just looking through. Oh, I just broke a root by opening the spine. Good job. So our cilantro still not quite ready. Couple more days and we can transfer it. And then I got some green onion here, might be ready. I'm gonna try grab my tweezers and see. All right, where did I just put it? Right here. All right, so this is our little, I don't know, I think it's actually a chive. I'm gonna try to pull that out. I mean, I think that should be okay to go in the collar. I'm gonna go get a net pot. I actually might have one right here with a foam collar. And get a smaller collar. All right. So, open up my foam collar. I'm gonna grab this. Woo! Oh my gosh, I always do that. Oh. So here's our little green onion, or our chive seedling. Little baby, very cute. And we're gonna get that transferred into the foam collar. Hopefully it's not too small. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you what I'm doing. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? I've got a weekend full of gardening. Looking forward to it. It's going to be beautiful weather. Summer's pretty much here. I have some cilantro I need to transplant. Yeah, everybody, listen to Vincent. Smash that like button. Don't for me, do it for the baby seedling. Look how cute it is. All right, talking about how cute it is, and it's not even in the frame. All right, try to do the best I can to get that root sticking out the bottom. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Should be good enough. We'll see how it does. We'll monitor it. Plant stuff. Yes, don't we all? There's always plant stuff to be done. It never ends. Once you get into the plant life, you never get out. You really don't. It's an addiction. If you know, you know. All right, so just switch that up here. Get the green onion or the chive in there. And I think I'm gonna head over to the tower to start harvesting. I'm gonna make myself a salad, and I'm gonna go through, grab some leaves. I don't think there's anything else that's ready to be transferred, so we'll just let everything hang out and continue to do its thing until it sprouts. I have a bunch more tomatoes that have to be germinated. Oh gosh. How big is it and how much do you plant every year? Okay, cool. And then this, all right. So it's safe to say that the black sponges were quite effective nating They did a really good job, and I'm happy with the results. Okay, so now I'm gonna head over to the green tower. Take you guys over there. And we're gonna harvest some lettuce. Maybe I'll go get some salad dressing and have lunch with you guys. It is starting to bolt, so I'm gonna harvest it, gonna eat it over the next couple days. Well, there's a lot, so over the next several days, and we'll see how it goes. So the great thing about growing my own lettuce is that I don't need to wash it. I am pretty clean in here. There's barely ever any dust. I try to take as much care and as much pride in my cleanliness as possible. And so here it is. I really don't want to have to wash my lettuce either. If you guys were part of the live yesterday, you saw, or we talked about how my water is and how bad it is. So it feels counterintuitive washing the plants or the groceries because the water is so bad. I use a distiller, and inside the distiller it's just full of calcium buildup, and I don't want that stuff on my food. So I love this. I love this tower to table concept, to be able to, like, even if you don't need a grow space to have one of these towers. Even if you have one in your kitchen, even if it's on a smaller scale, just to fresh herbs and throw them right into your dish as you go. No need for washing, no need for anything other than picking it off and putting it right onto your plate, which is so awesome. I love having this tower. It makes life so good. So I'm gonna just start, I don't know if I'm gonna start with the bottom leaves, or I don't know, I'm just gonna start cutting. I'll turn you guys around and show you. Thank you, Jack, appreciate it. I pride myself on my beautiful green grow tower. Les had 50 plants last year. Wow, that's a lot. I'll raise you 100 plants. I don't know, I have like 200 plants in here, so I don't know how many plants I have, but we got to get these out before they continue bolting and start to taste off. I do have scissors to cut off the leaves if I need to, but I'll just use my hands. I do have gloves on, and they are clean. So I'm just, honestly, I don't overthink it. There's no specific way. We're going to get rid of all this lettuce anyways. New stuff growing. So just going to grab it, put it into our bowl, and we can just chat and harvest, you guys. Now for storing this, because it is fresh, oh my gosh. Could we just talk about how gorgeous this is? Look at the size of that leaf. So this is regular leaf lettuce. It smells wonderful, and it's definitely got a crunchy stalk, like it's crispy, and it is firm, like the center core is firm, but then you've got the nice tender deep green leaves. I'm sure it's going to taste wonderful. Now, a really interesting fact, when you are cutting your lettuce, even if it's from the grocery store and it's not homegrown, something important to understand is that a lot of people shred their lettuce, cut their lettuce for their salad with a knife. You actually don't want to do that. You want to tear your lettuce. If you tear your lettuce, it tears along the cell wall, and therefore it actually holds in the crunch of your lettuce. So you just want to rip it like this into pieces versus cutting it. If you cut it, you're actually damaging the makeup of the leaf, and it starts to get more soggy and it loses its crunch. So a lot of the reason when you go to restaurants and the salads kind of don't feel super fresh is they rush through and they just chop it all. So take the time, rip your lettuce, even if you don't squish it, rip it gently, and it does make a difference, and you will taste it. So gotta show you guys, like, this is bigger than my face. Look at the size of this leaf. This is just regular leaf lettuce, you guys. So yeah, for storage, we I usually add I put the lettuce in like a glass container or something, try to stay away from the plastic, and then we do a little damp piece of paper towel or thing in order to keep the moisture without, sorry, I'm just trying to get you guys in front here so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so damp paper towel with your lettuce, and it helps kind of lock in that moisture. All right, so just gonna go through here and focus on the bottom leaves. Oh my god, there's just so much, you guys. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Isn't that awesome? Oh my goodness. So the thing is, you do have to kind of hurry up with this. You don't want it to get, I mean, it'll stay fresh for a little bit, but in a little bit, it's going to start to get limp. So I do have distilled water up here that I could just give it a little spritz. But yeah, the goal is to go right upstairs after this and hit. So there's a little bit of a smaller leaf, but even so, like when you go to the store, the regular standard leaf lettuce is about this size. So look at the comparison here. It's huge and it's so green. You guys, if you like green lettuce, go smash that like button. Come on. But yeah, it looks great, and we kind of power through the harvest so that I'm going to flip these around so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right. Some off here. I don't have to cut it, but I am just to make it quicker. Actually, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to grab it. Okay, so this leaf feels super crunchy and beautiful. They're all flawless, you guys. Look at that. They just look so yummy and delicious. My goodness. Just going to put my little bench here. All right, so for those of you that just joined, we are harvesting lettuce. It is starting to bolt because it is getting hot in there. So before it starts to taste weird, I do want to harvest it and enjoy it. And then we're going to get rid of these plants. Maybe we'll do that on this weekend's live and kind of clean out these sections of the grow tower. But this is, again, just regular leaf lettuce. It's looking so fresh and so good. And just going to harvest it and enjoy it. If you guys grow lettuce, what kind of varieties do you grow? I'm curious. There are some like damaged leaves at the back, so obviously those we're just gonna toss. But we've got some really good stuff here. It definitely feels super crunchy when I'm cutting it. Oh my gosh, guys, that looks so good. I'm curious, actually, I want to see a romaine leaf. I'm gonna cut off one of these. I mean, this one is one of the smaller ones, but this is romaine lettuce. I prefer romaine to less, but I did both. Just variety is the spice of life, you guys. Gotta have variety. If you don't have variety, what's the point? All right, got a couple of romaine leaves. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait. Romaine for sure. Yes, Caesar salads all the way. The whole orange tower is going to be romaine. So I do have a little bit of leaf lettuce here, but I like variety. Oh my gosh, this one is going to be so crunchy. I can taste it now. It's too bad I can't like share food over YouTube. You guys would love this. Can you imagine? I send you a food from my garden while you're watching my live. Wouldn't that be cool? So these are one of the older leaves, and they're still super fresh. Everything stays quite fresh. So I'm happy about that. It is one of the things that makes the tower so wonderful is, you know, if you have an abundance of lettuce, it's okay. You can just leave it in there, let it grow, and it'll stay super fresh. This looks so good, you guys. I guess I didn't realize how much lettuce I have. Got a few of the back leaves that are starting to not go, but they're not, I don't want to eat them. So would be nice to try. Well, I wish I could share with you guys. And then here, this is our harvested lettuce. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. We got just a bowl full of fresh lettuce, you guys. Oh my gosh, wonderful. So we're gonna keep going, and whoop, don't want it to fall on the floor because then we do need to wash it, and I don't want to wash it. It is so crispy right now. But I will have to lay a damp piece of paper towel over it just to make sure that it does stay crunchy. It doesn't lose that moisture content. You know what? I might take you guys with me and make a salad because this would be so wonderful. I think that's it for now because otherwise I'm going to have much, and I'd rather pick it fresh when I'm ready for it. But look how gorgeous that is. Fresh, homegrown, organic, non-GMO lettuce. So that is awesome, you guys. Thank you for being a part of that harvest with me. Every harvest is a really memorable moment for me. Every single one, I get so excited, and it feels like the first time every time. I'm gonna go get my bowl of lettuce. Here it is. Check that out. Homegrown, fresh, organic, non-GMO lettuce. Guys, this is my first harvest of this grow. First harvest. This is YouTube Live exclusive. But yes, every harvest means so much to me. It's just another indication that I've successfully had yet another grow. And I'm taking control of my health and my food sovereignty, and I'm just really excited. I'm so excited, and I feel really proud of myself. Do you have someone to share your lettuce with? Yes. I share my lettuce with everybody, you guys. This can be eaten alone. You gotta share. Look how good this is, and look how much of it there is. I have so much growing. I have an abundance. I wish I could share with you guys, honestly. It'd be so cool just to send you guys some lettuce so that you can hang out, watch the live, and have a snack, a healthy non-GMO organic snack. What dressing? Yo, Clyde, what's up? I don't know. I might do some Caesar dressing. Maybe I'll go get the dressing and we'll make a salad down here and I'll have lunch with you guys. How about that? I actually made some fresh Caesar dressing last night, and I was planning on having it with the salad. I feel like it would be so good. I don't know if I have any other fixings for my salad. I'd have to go and check, but I've got Caesar dressing. I'm not a big crouton person, but Catalina or French, nice. It depends. I cycle between sweet and savory dressings, but right now I am on Caesar kick. One year I gave away a lot of tomatoes and cucumbers. Yes, that's my hope, is I want to be able to share with friends and family, and like just imagine going up to my neighbor's house and being like, here you go, have a fantastic long weekend, enjoy your fresh homegrown lettuce. Wouldn't that so awesome? I think so. Okay, I am going to dampen some paper towel, lay it over top so that this can keep its crunch. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should I make a salad now on this live? Like, should I go get my dressing, bring my stuff down here, put you guys on hold for fun, do it? Or should I wait till I have peppers, tomatoes, and then I do a dinner stream? So like, I'll bring all my stuff down here, set everything up, right? I'll harvest the lettuce, harvest the tomato, and I'll make a nice salad, and we can have dinner together on my live. How does that sound, you guys? Both. All right, well then, if that's the case, I'm gonna go get my salad dressing that I made. I'm gonna go get a bowl, and we're gonna make a salad for lunch, you guys. So don't leave. I'm gonna just put you guys on the Grow Tower or something for like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go get some dressing and some fixings, and I'll be back super quick. We're gonna make a quick Caesar salad so that you guys can see the process of tower to table within like 10 minutes without having your lettuce, organic, GMO. Don't drop us. I won't drop you guys. Just stay right there. Don't move. I'm gonna go get the dressing. We're gonna have lunch together. Go get your lunch, guys. Be right back. All right, hope everybody's still there. Thanks for hanging around. If I hear you, oh, I'm smoking my lunch. Nice. You're probably going to be hungry after that. Wouldn't a nice fresh salad be good? If I hear you glub glub, we fell in the bucket. LOL. No, I would never do that to you guys. I love the waterfall sound. Thank you. That's the Grow Tower doing its thing. All right. So I've got, we're gonna have a Caesar salad. We have that many fixings, but hemp hearts, staple on my salads. Love hemp hearts. I've got my tongs to toss the salad. I've got a little bit of shredded cheese, some parm, I believe, or maybe it might be cheddar actually, but whatever. I love these. And then I've got my Caesar dressing. So this is the Chosen Foods organic mayo. It's the avocado oil mayo. It's got a bit of Dijon. It's got 2 cloves of fresh pressed garlic, product of Canada. I never get garlic from China because, ooh. And what else does it have? Worcestershire. I don't know how to pronounce it. Worcestershire. And salt, pepper, and nutritional yeast, guys. Oh my gosh, if you've never tried nutritional yeast, go get yourself some nutritional yeast flakes. And oh no, I forgot the black pepper. Black pepper is a must on my Caesar salad, but that's okay. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and the salad is going to be so good anyways. And then I just got some lemon to sprinkle on. I'm gonna get these gloves off, and we are going to tear the lettuce and show you guys what I'm talking about keeping it crunchy. All right. So I don't know if I'm gonna eat all of this. Like, this is quite a bit. I might just have a little bit of it. Actually, fun fact, you guys, I usually do 1 meal a day. I typically eat lunch. I do some intense intermittent fasting. I've been doing it for over a couple of years now, so it's kind of just become a lifestyle. I only eat dinner, and when I do eat dinner, I'm gonna tear it like this. When I do eat dinner, well, I eat dinner every night, but it's usually quite healthy. On the weekends, I kind of cheat a little bit, but I do the best I can. I try to eat as organic as possible and as non-GMO as possible. Never tried hemp hearts. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I picked these up from Costco. They're organic, non-GMO hemp hearts, and they're supposed to be so good for your health. 10 grams of protein, 9 grams of omega-6, 2.5 grams of omega-3. Try on salads, cereals, and yogurt. They're just shelled seeds, but yeah, they're so good. It's okay, go get your pepper. Nah, it's okay. The dressing is actually really good, so I don't need it. But yeah, I try not to consume processed foods, like even dressed stuff. I try to make them myself. Less is more, right? So even a little bit of lemon and like black pepper and salt, yum. So I'm just tearing up the lettuce. Again, for those of you that just got here, what's up, Ray Cassis? We are harvesting some lettuce and actually having lunch together on this live. So if all of you are here, go get your lunch. We're gonna eat together. All right, so that's enough for my salad. Doing a little bit, it's quite a large bowl, but it's actually, I forgot to throw in some romaine. But yeah, since our lettuce on the tower is starting to bolt, we have to eat it. So that'd be a problem because I like to eat. So hearts I usually put on last. Obviously, this is a super basic salad. Normally, I add in a ton of fixings. I actually always have some type of red meat with my dinner. So whether it's steak or burger, and then or ground meat on my salad, I gotta have red meat. So red meat and salad and all the other veggies from my garden. That is my diet. So it's pretty easy. All right, so I'm just gonna I forgot to get a spoon as well. This is what happens when you are rushing. So I'm just gonna mix around this dressing because I did make it last night in preparation for this salad. Probably can use a little bit of water because it is on the thicker side, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna add in some of this dressing. We're gonna mix up the salad. We're gonna taste it. Actually, I'm gonna taste one leaf without the dressing just to see the difference. Wow, I don't even need dressing. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Wow. I'm impressed with myself. My last grow, my lettuce wasn't bad, but I don't know, tasted, I don't know, didn't taste like I don't know. I don't explain it, but I think my nutrient levels were off, and I think this time, wow, that tastes so good, you guys. So I'm just gonna toss in the dressing. I'm not gonna do a lot because honestly, you don't even need it. These leaves are so sweet and meaty. That's the great part about growing your own food is you get to be the first one to taste it. And you get to watch it grow. It's really rewarding, actually. Getting to nourish yourself with the stuff that you worked hard to grow is it's something for sure. It looks good. Yeah. I'm gonna turn you guys around and show you guys. I don't know if this sounds weird, but the lettuce has a good bite to it. It's very fresh. I don't want to oversaturate in dressing or bruise the leaves, so I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. It's funny because it's just food, right? And I'm going to eat it, but I do want to make sure that I don't bruise the leaves and I really preserve that crunch. But these leaves are so green, so flawless. It looks really, really good, you guys. Can't wait. Oh my goodness. I wish I could share with you guys. I'm gonna add in some lemon, just a little bit. I love lemon, so I definitely overkill with the lemon. But where's my monster peppers? No, I did not buy those. For those of you that just joined, I was just saying about an hour, or no, like 10 minutes before this live, I had to go to Walmart. I'm gonna put a little more dressing. I had to go to Walmart, and the peppers that I saw there were freaking massive. Like, it wasn't even normal. I don't even know why I even buy that. Doesn't even look normal. It's so genetically modified. It's crazy. So it'd be cool to get non-GMO peppers that are organic that are that big. But all right, we've got our salad tossed. We've got some lemon in there. I'm going to add my hemp hearts, sprinkle some cheese, and it's going to be a very basic Caesar salad. No croutons, no bacon bits. I actually should make some bacon. Just throw it in the oven. And yeah, these are so good to top on your salad. They're really yummy. They kind of got that sunflower seed vibe, but they're a little bit more like soft or tender, I guess, if you will. And then, I mean, most people think I'm weird because I put cheese on my salad, but I freaking love cheese, you guys. So that's it. I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of lettuce ready to be eaten, and local farmers are probably non-GMO. Yeah, that's another thing is, like, you know, I don't really want to support the grocery store, but, you know, if obviously not everyone can grow their own, and so if you can't grow your own, at least support local, right? I feel like it's fitting that I eat this in front of the tower. What do you guys think? I think it's great to support local. So I've had it before. If I'm looking for meat or whatever, rather than going to the grocery store, I actually just go to a local farm, and oftentimes they'll have grass-fed, grass-finished beef. And so that's really what I'm trying to get into. All right, bon appetit, everybody. Oh my God. That is so good. Here, I'll give you guys a bite. Ready? Open up. Just kidding. But wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm really glad you get to share this with me. What a great salad. Oh my gosh. I feel really proud of myself. I think this is the first grow where I've actually grown like some really good tasting lettuce. It's got a sweetness to it. And it's got that, I don't know how to describe it, like it tastes like, I don't know, it tastes really, really fragrant. It's really flavorful. It's not like peppery or bitter or anything like that. It tastes so good, you swear it was just picked. I know you guys should be jealous, but I'm sharing it with you. Whoa, sorry. I'm a little too excited, and I can, you know, I have no problem stuffing my face with food. So that's why I grow my own, so I don't have to go out and, but anyways, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me and having lunch. What do you guys got growing on? Is everybody getting ready to grow stuff? I don't know where everyone's located, but where I'm at, it's summer, and so now's the time everyone's gonna plant their food and their crops, their warm weather crops. I might go cut some romaine or beet greens after this. You totally should. You should have a salad inspired by the Fresh Princess. Oh my God. What a wonderful lunch. And I would rate, so I did a video where I rated the I grew versus store-bought lettuce. And if I could rate it higher than 10, I would. Even though there's only one piece of romaine in here, and it's not like the regular leaf lettuce is more like a tender lettuce. It's like softer. It's super crunchy, so it's really good. Harvesting strawberries, nice. What kind of strawberries are you harvesting? Oh my gosh. Normally I wouldn't even eat on camera because I feel like it's rude to anyone watching, but I kind of want you guys to be jealous of my lettuce. Maybe you'll go check out a tower or something. Sounds like a food line, Princess Produce. Actually, it does. Oh my gosh, maybe one day, from your mouth, God's ears. Maybe one day, you guys, I'll have my own aeroponic farmer's market. Can you imagine? How cool would that be? So listen, in 3 weeks, we're gonna schedule it. Maybe we'll do it in a month from now, so I can try to get cucumbers too. But in 4 weeks from now, so I think it's gonna be the 3rd Friday in June, we're gonna do a dinner live. I'm gonna take you guys down here. We're gonna do a big harvest. We're gonna harvest all our herbs, peppers, tomatoes, even the spicy ones, and lettuce. And we're gonna make dinner with the stuff that I grew. And I'm gonna sit and eat it and enjoy it with you guys, just like I am now. But it's gonna be a whole harvest, everything in the tent. Right now, all I have is lettuce that's ready, soon to be tomatoes. But if that sounds interesting to you guys, and if you want to see me harvest, cook, and plate all within one, let me know, and smash the like button if that's what you want, and I will do it. Yeah, you down with FTP? Yeah, you know me. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should just be quiet and eat my. I never thought I'd get into mukbang. Is this considered mukbang because I'm eating on camera? Maybe. Anyways, my whole orange tower is all baby romaine. So soon it's gonna be just all romaine, and then I've got some blushed bok lettuce that's germinating. And I don't know if you guys have tried chicory. Chicory is so good. It's kind of like radicchio. It's really, really good. Ever-bearing strawberries. Nice. Those are the ones that produce once or continuously produce. I forget. I know that there's June-bearing and ever-bearing. Yeah. So hopefully my strawberries will grow soon. I was watching videos of people trying to grow watermelon, and I'm gonna have to figure that one out, get some kind of hammock or something for the watermelon that I'm growing, because I've got 4 of them, so I'm gonna have to make the space and figure that one out. But wow, I'm so glad you guys made me do this, because I probably would have just harvested the lettuce and put it in my fridge. Again, eat 1 meal a day, so I gotta make it count, you know. And what a better way to make it count than to have the whole tower to table thing down. There's actually a lot of restaurants that their main marketing tactic is the whole tower to table thing, but then they've got companies like Tower Garden or whatever, and no slight to any other brands, it's just Tower Garden's a little different. It's slimmer, less space for the plant roots, and less oxygen circulation. And I've seen a lot of the results of those Tower Gardens, and some of them look great, but some of them, I don't know. I know I still have a way, and I by no means have a perfect tower. I still have to perfect my technique, but I don't know. I find that their plants look like they're lacking. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the tower, or maybe it's a user thing, a user error. But wow. I'm still blown away. I'm so excited by the fact that 5 minutes ago, this lettuce was still growing in my tower, and now I'm eating and enjoying it. So good. I see my cousin has a strawberry plant out. I might go cut them runners. Nice. You should. Strawberries are so easy to propagate. When I had my strawberry tower, it was really coming along, and then the thrips happened, so unfortunately I had to say goodbye to my strawberry plants, which sucked. But what a good. I try to get in 10,000 steps a day. I go for a walk early in the morning before I get to work or get my day started, and I get really, really hungry. But I try to push through because there are a lot of health benefits of doing 1 meal a day. And this time, I'm so glad I'm eating lunch, because this is so satiating. This is so good. I grow hydro in 5-gallon buckets sometimes. Oh, nice. I've never tried hydroponics, aeroponics. Oh, does it? Strawberry crack thrips? Thank you so much for telling me that, because I had outdoor strawberries. I told you guys this many times. I had outdoor strawberries. I brought them into the grow tent, transplanted them in the tower, and then that's how I think I got the thrips. But I've still never been 100% convinced. But now that you say that, Finding Keepers, that probably confirms it for me that I was the creator of the issue. I brought in the thrips because I brought in the strawberries. So wow, good to know. I can hear my tower is whirring a little bit, so it's time to fill it. I'll have to go do that after. Mulberry also, wow. I actually wanted to try a goji berry bush or a tree, or blueberry too, but I hear blueberries take a really long time. I don't know how, but like a couple of years before they start producing fruit. Do you guys know anything about that? Because yeah, blueberries are so good. I'm almost done this salad. That was great. Thai peppers in hydro. I think that was what Andrew had last night. Thai chili peppers. Did a live last night and Andrew ate. This guy doesn't handle his spice well. Like, I don't know why he would take a bite out of it, but I guess he did it for the entertainment value, so you're welcome on his behalf. But he ate a bite of that pepper and I could tell he was just dying, and I think he was dying to get off the live maybe. Like, his face got so red and he was sweating, or maybe not, but he definitely took one for the team and definitely toughed it, because those peppers can be super spicy, especially if you're eating them on their own with the pith, with the seed. It's so crazy. I have some ghost peppers for him to try. Oh my gosh, LOL. Ghost peppers are crazy. They had these chips that were called Paqui, P-A-Q-U-I, and they had a ghost pepper chip challenge. Oh no, it was a scorpion pepper challenge, but I tried the ghost pepper flavor. I wasn't like sick from the spice, but I was suffering all day long. Like all day I was like, it was crazy. I couldn't handle it. It was so funny. His face turned beet red. I know, it was hilarious, and he was trying to play it cool, but it didn't really work out. But that's okay. He took one for the team and wanted to entertain us all, which is pretty cool. I do that with one of my peppers when they start producing. Oh my gosh, you guys. This salad was so amazing. I wish I could share it. Well, hello, Butters. You missed out. We just harvested a bunch of lettuce from the store, and I made myself a salad for lunch, and we're all having lunch together. Don't burn a candle from both ends. Yes, I do. Death rain? Wow. Anyways, that was a great salad. I am done. Thank you guys for joining me, man. That was great. But yeah, shout out to these Temp Hearts. You guys should totally get some. They're good on so much stuff. But yeah, I really like them on my salad. All right, so that was like half a head of lettuce. We're gonna go back and look at the damage to see how much. So that's a pretty filling salad. You guys saw it was pretty big. So I mean, I know this is growing weird. It's because it's bolting. I've got maybe 6 or 7 more leaves on this to be harvested, and then that's it. So one head would be either a good side salad for 2 people, or one entree size salad. Actually, I didn't even finish all the lettuce. There's still more here. So yeah, maybe okay for an entree size salad. 2 people, but we'll see. I'm actually going to take notes and see how much I yield once I harvest everything, just to understand how much do I need to grow to be able to feed myself and then not have to go to the grocery store and purchase more. The idea is to completely take the grocery store out of the equation, and I'm hopeful that I'll achieve that eventually. I just wish I should have started both towers at the same time in hindsight. Maybe not exactly at the same time. Go back and forth, right? Because that tower's already starting to bolt. So had I started both at the same time, they would both be bolting, and I would not much time to harvest or to enjoy I've grown. So in terms of storing the lettuce, like I was saying, I have some glass Tupperwares or glass Pyrex bowls have lids, and thanks, glad you enjoyed lunch. It looked good. Thank you for joining me, you guys. Sorry for eating on camera, but kind of just had to show you guys a full idea of what it's like to grow your own food at home. So yeah, glass container, keep it covered. Because it's dry, like it didn't come from the store, wasn't bagged, it wasn't washed, so it doesn't have moisture. I do dampen a piece of paper towel and just so lightly, and I put it in the vessel with wherever lettuce is being stored, and that kind of helps keep the moisture locked in and keeps the lettuce staying crunchy. And just a reminder, if you guys are making a salad, even if it's store-bought, doesn't matter, don't chop your lettuce, tear it. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I chop my lettuce every night, so I'm a hypocrite, but usually that's because I'm in a rush. But you should tear your lettuce. It makes for a better texture, crunch, and overall freshness, because you are tearing it right along the cell wall versus tearing through the cell wall. When you tear through the cell wall, the moisture kind of gets all over the lettuce, and then it quickly turns soggy and loses its crunch. So, you know, there's not just the stuff about learning to grow your food. It's also about learning how to harvest it, when to harvest it, how to store it once it's been harvesting. I've had a lot of situations where, you know, for example, I put a damp paper towel, but it was a little too wet, and then all my stuff got soggy, and it had the reverse effect. So you don't want to waste, you know, I spent all this time and effort growing this stuff. I can't afford to waste it. You want the grocery store in the equation, because eventually you could wind up selling your products to them if you wanted. Absolutely. But if anything, I think my market would more be out of market. I don't think I'll ever be able to produce the way I am on a large enough scale without the use of pesticides, insecticides, fungicides. When you grow on such a large scale, if something happens, you're not going to throw out the entire crop because your livelihood depends on it, and so you have no choice but to spray. And so my goal is to try to remain as clean as possible, and that is why companies that produce food on a large scale, it's almost impossible for things to be completely clean, you know, from when it's being transported to the store from the farm or the facility or whatever it is. Like, you know, even hydroponic lettuce. Sure, it's grown in Ontario, but doesn't, at first they have to package it, and it probably sits there for a bit, and then it sits in the store for a bit, and it's just, and I guarantee you, no way they don't. I feel like, even on this scale, I have a hard time, you know, trying not to use anything on my plants, and so I can't imagine what they must go through on larger scale. So to a degree, you can't blame them, right? But then there's places, for example, if we want to be able to have avocados in Canada, you're gonna have to deal with certain chemicals being sprayed on the avocados, whether it's to keep them ripening or whatever it is to keep pests off the tree. It is definitely very tough. And then, you know, the transportation, you know, most avocados come from Peru or Mexico, and by the time it gets here, you don't even know. Like bell peppers, I realized how long bell peppers stay fresh once I started growing them. The bell peppers you buy from the store were probably harvested a couple of months ago, or maybe a month, but they're definitely not as fresh as they look. They've been harvested, sat for a few weeks, probably rinsed and sprayed in a bunch of chemical. Even if it's organic, even organic food from the store, certified organic, is questionable these days. So I really try to do the best I can. It might seem extreme and dramatic to some people, but I like to really have control over putting in my body, you know. And maybe with those organic fertilizers that I was showing you guys earlier, it's really gonna up the nutrient contents of the food that I'm growing, and you know, it might be healthier. I know that a lot of food loses its nutrient density over time, over, you know, once it's harvested, every day it loses more. And so, you know, for example, with the avocados, if it's going to take 2 weeks to get to Canada from Mexico, by the time I'm consuming, there's no benefit to it anymore. Yes, it's a healthy fat, and yes, it's got the omegas, but it's still not the same as if, like, when I went to Mexico recently and I had a fresh avocado. Now that tasted unbelievable. But yes, butters, I do want the grocery store in the equation to some degree. Get you a couple shipping containers. You can grow quite a bit in those with the right setup. That is a fantastic idea. You are so right. Shipping containers are a great way to have more of like an affordable facility. Their spray product called Smart Fresh. Produce has been sitting up for a year when it gets to the store. Wow, I know they spray it with ethylene gas, and they also, Bill Gates has this thing called a peel that's supposed to keep your stuff from ripening or whatever. So if you guys are at the store and you see something with a sticker on it that says appeal, don't buy it. It's not appealing. A lady did that and turned it into $1 million business. All right, butter, you got me at million. Let's do this. Wish I had eaten healthier when I was your age. I started later in life. Well, it's never too late. We were just saying this earlier. Better late than never. All you can do is do the best you can. But that being said, knowledge is power, right? So the more you do your research, the more you look at ingredients labels, and you know, the more you understand how food is handled when it's grown on a large scale, the more you can make the decision, or an informed decision, on what you want to purchase, what you want to grow, what you want to eat, what you don't want to eat. You know, there are so many healthy options out there. It's not to say that the grocery store doesn't have any healthy options. I'm sure they do. You know, there are some brands that have organic, where the organic means organic, but it's tough these days, you know. And even so, even if it's the most organic soil and they spray and all this stuff, look how polluted the world is, guys. You know, it's, I mean, yes, I'm using like synthetic fertilizers and stuff for my system. So again, it's a matter of just doing the best you can. That's all you can do. You know, and don't get me wrong, like I eat junk food, I eat chips, sugar. Well, I'm not too big on sugar, but I don't drink alcohol much, only on special occasions. But even then, no occasion is special enough to poison myself. I'm just kidding. Everybody likes to drink once in a while, but yeah, I try to be as healthy as possible, but you also have to enjoy life. And that's the most important part. You got to have balance. So with everything good that you consume, it's okay to, you know, cheat a little bit and just enjoy your life, enjoy what you eat. You know, you don't want to have to take life too seriously, but when it comes down to your health, that is something you want to take seriously, because if you don't have your health, guys, you don't have anything. And so, you know, not trying to preach, just trying to share what I've learned. And this is only within the last couple of years, right? I used to buy a lot of processed foods and a lot of that stuff, but fortunately with the processed foods, you just have to realize that what you're consuming is not going to be good for you. And as long as you understand that, then that's it, right? It's everyone's own responsibility to take care of their own health and well-being and choose what they put in their body. So no judgment to people that do eat processed foods or that like the junk food or the fast food. Man, I love me a good Big Mac from McDonald's, but what I've actually been doing is I've been trying to come up with a healthy alternative. So I've been using the lettuce, well, I have in the past, but I'm gonna do this now that I have lettuce ready to be harvested, is I make a Big Mac cheeseburger salad, you guys. It's so good. I just make some ground beef. I've got my lettuce, I make Big Mac dressing, and I put some ground beef, some pickles, some onions, some shredded cheese. Obviously I add my hemp hearts, sometimes I do hot peppers, and it's so good. It's like a cheeseburger, but healthy version without the bread and the carbs, because that's something that's best unless you're baking it yourself, but I really don't have the time for that. Got my hands full if you haven't seen. Am I in the city or a rural area? I'm in the city, you guys. I'm just outside of the city of Toronto. The houses are stacked. They're like so close to each other. I can reach out my window and touch the next person's house. And a lot of people, a lot of congestion, not a lot of space to grow, and so polluted. Like even today, it's a beautiful blue sky day, and sky has this haze to it, and I just think it's because they're building everywhere, so much construction, this stupid housing crisis. So I could go on for days, but I don't like the city. The goal is to escape, but until that is doable, this is my escape right now, you guys. And I enjoy having you guys here hanging out with me while I partake in my escape. But this is it. This is the goal, right? So grow the food, harvest it, eat it like 10 minutes later, and enjoy some nutrient-dense, fresh, clean, healthy, organic food. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Oh, Les, I moved from the GTA in 2017. I'm on the East Coast on 10 acres. Oh, wow. That is amazing. That is the dream. I don't know if it's probably cheaper outside of Ontario, but I am in Ontario. It's a huge province. There's a lot of places to go, but everything's expensive, you guys. Everything's expensive. So maybe if I make it big one day on YouTube, then I'll be able to afford a piece of land. And then I can have all the grow towers I want, outside, inside, everywhere. But until then, I've got my tent, and it's good enough for me because I eat well, and I really get to expand my mind, which is so cool. I'm telling you guys, it's good for my body, good for my soul, good for my mind. I can't get over it, and I'm just really excited to share it all with you guys. Even if you don't have the ability to grow, my goal or my mission is to educate you based on what I know. And again, by no means am I trying to preach to anybody. I'm just trying to share the information that I find interesting. And if you find value in it, great. And if you don't, just hang out for the vibes, because we always have a good time here. No judgment, just fun, just experimenting. And we're all doing the best we can. So that said, you guys, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go finish up my lunch hour by taking my dog for a walk, and that's it. Just going to enjoy the day. I will be back tomorrow at noon. I might take you guys outside with me tomorrow. Thank you so much, Vincent. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you hanging around and watching, having lunch with me. That was cool. So yeah, couple things. 4 weeks from once I have a full harvest ready, we are going to do a dinner stream. I'm going to cook my dinner. I'm going to harvest my dinner, take you guys with me, cook my dinner, and all I saw is donut in the chat. LOL. I love a good donut. But yeah, so I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to harvest. We're going to cook. We're going to eat. And you guys should have a meal with me. We're going to have a dinner stream. It's going to be awesome. At the table. You're not going to want to miss it, but I will schedule it when I am ready. But that being said, tomorrow we are probably going to take the live outside. I do have some outdoor gardening to get done, and that's really to do my lives is when I'm working in the garden. So we're probably going to get our dahlia tubers planted. I'm going to pick up some dirt in the morning, and I will see you guys at noon tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, May 17th, I think. I don't know what date we are today, but tomorrow. So please don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We've got a lot of cool content coming your way, a lot of interesting stuff. Going to start monitoring specifics in the grow tent and really looking closely at data reports and really sharing more of the nitty-gritty and trying to expand my mind even more and wrap my head around the world of aeroponics. So stay tuned, come hang out with me tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you tomorrow, same time as today. Bye, guys.